What's up you guys, I'm Gilbert and here we are coding and explaining the basics of HTML in this HTML series. Of course we'll start by explaining the basics, then we are going to write the startup of every website. Before I start, this lecture may not make a lot of sense in the first place, but trust me, you'll understand the concept when we'll go through the series. And because we're still in the beginning, I'm going to add a discount coupon code down in the description to my full HTML course on Udemy. Anyways, where to start with the basics? So HTML is about semantic meaning. This means that you need to write tags to actually write HTML. And what is a tag, you may ask? Well, you can compare a tag with a burger. Yep, I said a burger. Because it has two slices of bread at top and bottom, and that's exactly what the HTML tags look like. A tag in HTML usually has an opening and a closing part that are written in this format. Between these parts, usually you will write a text that will be displayed inside your website. Now, specifically, what is inside the opening and closing tag? Well, these tags are specific. This means that if you want to add a paragraph, which we'll see soon, you add a certain format of text in the opening and closing. Basically, you add the same text to mark that this is an opening and this is the opening's closing tag. Some tags are in the form of one tag alone. This means that there's no opening and no closing tag. They are usually called self-closing tag. They are written in this format with a slash at the end. There's one more part in the tags that is important, and it is the attribute, but I'm not going to focus on them right now because we'll have a dedicated video on that topic. But we'll have a taste of them when we'll start writing some code. Actually, we'll start writing some code. Let's go. So before I start, all the basics can be simplified by using a macro. So just type the exclamation mark and press enter. And by doing so, all the startup of any website will be available right away. And as said, this is a macro. A macro is available when a small window pop up, and basically you can switch between the values on the windows. And by pressing enter, you are calling the current macro. So the exclamation here is the full HTML startup page. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm kidding. Need to explain the tags. Now let's remove everything and start writing from zero. We'll start with a special tag, and it is the Doctype Html, which is used to inform the browser that the document is HTML. And especially when written in this format, we are saying it is an HTML5 document. And what is HTML5, you may ask? Well, pretty easy. It's the latest version of HTML. Sometimes you will see other format on this line. And when so, this means that this is an older version of HTML. After the Doctype HTML, there will be the HTML with the attribute language equal to en, in which you will write everything you need in HTML, and it indicates that everything between the opening HTML and closing HTML is actually HTML code. You can note that there's the lang equal to en. Well, yes, this is an attribute. So an attribute is written inside the opening tag and not the closing tag. And as it is saying, language equal to English, saying that this page is in English. You can type something like lang equal to fr and will tell the browser that this page is in French. So basically that's the concept of an attribute. It adds some functionality or adds information to a specific tag. Trust me, this may sound confusing, but it will make a lot more sense when you go through the course. Immediately after the HTML, you need to add the head, which contains almost all the non-visual components. You can take the head as the engine of a car. You can't see it while driving, but without the engine, you can't start the car. So in general, it contains non-visual information about the page. Now to dive more into the head tag, you need the meta tag and the title tag. So the meta tag is used to provide more information to the browser, knowing that they are not visible for you, but they are for your browser. It uses attribute to carry the information. You may see a lot of attributes now, but trust me, we can write some nice web pages without a lot of attributes. So first we have the meta car set equal to UTF-8. Basically, every HTML file written in English use this. You don't really have to bother with it, but just get the idea that UTF-8 is the code to say we will write in English. Second, the title, which basically put the title of the page. For example, my first website. And after the head, you will write the body, which contains almost everything visual on your page here. Most of your code written in HTML will be in the body area. So we'll start with something basic, but it is absolutely wrong to write stuff like this in your page. Take it as a small example. We'll start writing something like, hi, Now that we have finished the basics of your web page, we'll press F5 or Run and Debug, and you need to choose the browser that you want. So I'm going to go with Edge, and as you can see, it opened whatever browser you use. You will see the hi written inside the page and the title of the page that we added in the title tag. So from that point, you can get the t-shirt, head, and body meme. Now, if you remove everything and type the exclamation mark and press enter, we'll get our normal page, but a lot faster. So here you can change the title name and change it to basically my first website or web page. And then in the body area, press hi, F5, and as you can see, we get the same result. Now in the end, these are the basics of every HTML website. I know this may sound confusing, but trust me, it will make more sense when we'll go through the series. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with this HTML course or any course in the future. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn, and don't forget to get your coupon down in the description, and I'll see you next time.